We're live.
We're live, and oh hey, it's not so dark in here now. Okay, for a second there it was super dark. Okay, so sorry for those of you who were waiting on our other live. I don't know what's going on with this. It is never going to allow me to use my phone to go live again because it keeps saying I need to turn the phone to go landscape, and then I try to turn the phone and nothing happens. It still says you need to turn your phone to go to landscape, and I'm like, I just did. So, why are you holding a part of the Christmas tree?
I was wondering, yeah, she had a poinsettia.
She is the Christmas tree today. So let me scooch
I wish I
around
had
here.
an angel in my head or something.
Scooch around so that we are.
Here's my star. Here's
visible.
my star. No, here's my angel.
Okay. So, okay. So we've got some unusual foods to try today. We are going to be trying different flavored hummuses and telling some funny stories in between. So, I'm thinking if you want to make it into a challenge, we could do something like you have to tell a funny story if you don't like the hummus, or you have to tell a funny story if you do like the hummus, or you just have to tell a funny story. So just tell funny stories.
No.
Go. Tell a funny story. Go.
A funny story? Well, yeah, here's a funny story for you. It appears that my daughter has waited so long to wash her hair that she is now sprouting flowers out of it.
Hello, Erin. Hello, Dana. How are you guys doing today?
Is this thing supposed to light up? What is this?
I think it's supposed to, I don't know, light up, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, it has a light bulb.
Okay.
It's broken. Bye-bye.
So we have 3 different types of hummus to try.
The good old-fashioned classic hummus. We have black bean and jalapeno hummus.
Mm-hmm.
And the most unusual one that we were able to come across, dark chocolate hummus.
I'm a little afraid of that one, I got to admit. A little afraid.
Well, I don't think it'll have much of a kick. You know, the thing is, though, it could be kind of like pudding. I can't imagine dipping carrots in chocolate, though.
No.
I see. Yeah, you're not alone. That's what we said.
We are not alone.
Yes, we're happy to see you here. So, okay. So, like I said, we are going to be eating our hummus and carrots, and then we are going to be telling funny stories. So, if you have any funny stories, you are welcome to tell them as well. And also, we have, we'd love to know if you guys have a hummus that you love that's your favorite, or if you've ever been tried hummus. Some people have never even tried it.
I've tried it before.
You tried it before?
Yeah.
I just realized we got loud, crunchy carrots for you guys today.
Not as loud as Aria is chewing on the spoon there.
So
this does not even sound.
Why are you chowing down on that spoon in the first place?
We're gonna start.
Did you ever hear that story about the little girl who had a spoon in her mouth and she ran and she fell forward and popped out of the back of her head?
That must have been the world's sharpest spoon.
Well, no, she just pushed up. Just trust me. Get the lesson from it and take the spoon out of your mouth. My daughter's born with a plastic spoon. Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Has she been licking on it or what?
She had it in her mouth.
Oh, that's for hummus.
I'm going to go get another spoon. Here,
okay,
you play with that one all you want.
Erin Dow says she's drawing furries and watching this. Ooh, drawing furries. How cute.
She's drawing what?
Furries.
Like out of a hat?
Yes, out of a hat.
She's doing like a magic trick? For my next magic trick, I will now draw furries out of the hat.
Wait, just a second.
Yes, Aria loves to draw narwhals. I just love to draw.
I like to draw everything. I'm going to show you a picture if I have it.
Yep. Too bad we can't see your furries. That would be cute. Anyways, I'm going to try the regular hummus. You want to try the regular hummus?
Yeah, don't mind if I do. I'm hungry.
I thought you were carrot and hummus right there.
Oh, I just thought it was in for Aria. What happened?
I don't have the picture to show you.
Which picture were you supposed to be showing?
I was going to show them the one I drew yesterday. No, the day before yesterday.
You don't want to do?
Yeah, the one with me.
Mm.
Really pretty one.
We have tried
Maybe I'll show you on another line.
not to choke. We have tried hummus before, and we know we like it.
Steal my hummus. You steal my hummus. You have some right there.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's right. We're still only doing the classic hummus. Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
So now you got to tell us some sort of funny story.
With a mouthful of carrot.
Well, yeah, so the mouthful of carrots.
All
You
right.
better be able to understand it too.
This string walked into a bar. And he says, and he goes to the bar, and the bartender says, we don't sell drinks with strings here. And the strings are walking away. Very unhappy.
I was kidding about telling it with your mouthful, you know. Nobody wants to hear that.
Hey,
So let's see. Erin says, let's see if she doesn't know if you want to see it because it's a Wendigo furry. Oh. Dana says, ha ha ha.
what's a Wendigo furry?
I think it's a type of fox. I don't know. I have to look at that.
Hey, Aria.
I haven't seen all the different kinds of furries.
So where they sign the Declaration of Independence?
Let's see. I will bring it up. That way we know.
You don't know, huh? She makes faces when she doesn't know. Hey, Robin, where they sign the Declaration of Independence?
On your face, because it was a nice big wide canvas right there on that schnoz.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking.
That's right, dear.
I'm looking up Wendigo furries.
Mask your ignorance of American history by insulting me.
I'm looking up Wendigo furries. I'm still trying to do the last thing you asked me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it is. It's the kind of that foxy, but like the one.
no, let me see the picture of this fuzzy Winnebago.
Wendigo. Did you try your hummus, kiddo?
Oh my God. I don't want to run into something like that in a dark alley.
Not really. So have you been drawing for long?
I've been drawing since like 2.
I'm talking to you. I know you're.
You turn it into a talk show. Okay, so how long have you been interested in art?
Since I was 1.5.
And when did you realize that you could make money by sticking your nose in paint and rubbing it around on a canvas?
We didn't even have canvases back then.
Really?
Us, our family.
We didn't?
We didn't get them.
Didn't we now? Just because you never saw them doesn't mean we never had them.
No, we're supposed to be.
But I never stuck my nose in the paint.
No, we're supposed to be giving her an assessment of the carrots and the hummus, or.
Yeah.
There's
Dana says, Aria, you are a great artist. And Erin says, yeah, I agree. I agree too. I loved your puppy. It was cute.
So why don't we take her out of school and we can put her on the sidewalk and she like either do people's portraits or she can just sell them. You know, like you do in Paris along the same.
I was actually.
Or give her like a little beret and a smock.
Tell a funny story. You want to keep telling jokes? Tell a funny story.
All right, I'll tell you. Here's a funny story. So where they signed the Declaration of Independence?
Where?
He obviously doesn't know the terms funny and story go together. He just only makes dad jokes.
I mean funny as in peculiar.
Okay. So, since he can't seem to tell a funny joke, let me see if I can think of one.
No, I'll tell you a funny joke. There was this string that walked into a bar. And the bar... And
funny story, not joke. Don't want to hear dad
well,
jokes.
go ahead, Rod Serling. You tell us one.
I was about to, and you cut me off. Now I'm going to give you extra jalapeno.
I wonder if this has a kick to it.
Well, it's jalapeno.
I'm not big about the color.
Yeah, you're eating it. Okay, so this one is, just so you know, the flavor, black bean and jalapeno hummus.
I don't want to try it.
I know you don't. You said that
And
already.
that's why you're going to try it anyway.
No, she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, let's see. Oh, I got a funny story for you. Okay, so when Aria was a little girl, she's about 4 or so, right?
Hey, I don't know about it because.
So, anyways, so we were living in this rental apartment, and she had drawn on the wall And I was just like, oh my goodness, she knows better than this, right? So I go over and I'm showing her the picture that she's drawn on the wall. And I'm like, Aria, can you tell me what's wrong with this picture? She looks at it, she turns her head one side, turns her head the other side, stares at it for a second, and then looks up at me and goes, it's crooked. That's one of my favorite stories to tell. Shows her a little gifted mind early.
Here's one. Oh, am I supposed to taste something first and then tell a funny story? Or what are the steps on this one?
Hey, he's eating that one.
We're just trying the hummus and telling funny stories.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I'm going to try the jalapeno one.
Yeah.
Look, this one's got the color of baby food.
This is good.
Is it?
I like this one.
Can I eat it?
No.
Why?
You were the one who said you did.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You can try a little bit.
So here's a funny story. Christopher decides he's going to make himself some chocolate milk. And so he gets out the cup, and he gets out the milk, and he pours the milk into the cup. And then he pours in the chocolate syrup, and he ends up pouring in too much. And he looks at it and he says, oh. Can I tell a story or what?
You said it just like him.
Okay, so then what happened?
I just heard it. I don't think I'll be able to top that one. All right. So, ooh, they've got a bit of a tang to it. So anyway, he pours the
Just had a roaming visit from the Christopher.
So anyway, okay, so he's got some milk in the cup.
Milk,
and then he takes the
chocolate
chocolate syrup, and then he squeezes and he puts too much into it. And he looks at it, and he says, oh no, that's diabetes in a cup.
There you go. Diabetes in a cup. Yes, he always called it diabetes. He always had the funniest ways of calling things. Like, it wasn't a triangle, it was a triangle.
Triangle.
Yes, he had a triangle.
When he said twinkle twinkle, no, or was it? It was Jingle Bells. And he goes, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle down the name.
Copyrighted song.
No,
and then he goes,
when it's Christopher version, it isn't.
Everybody knows Jingle Bells.
that doesn't mean it's copywritten, though. I don't think it is copywritten. And you know, I remember reading.
What's old enough, probably.
I remember reading someplace that it was the song wasn't written for Christmas but for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know that.
Really?
Did you write it?
No, because yeah, I know it. No, I was reading fun facts that you probably didn't know, and I saw that on there.
I wrote that book.
Fun facts that you probably didn't know?
Well,
You didn't know any
not
fun
that
facts
I
you
didn't
don't
know it, because if I didn't know it, I wouldn't be able to write it in. It's fun facts that you didn't know.
Okay, so he used to do that, and he had it wasn't Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, it was Dinkin' Dinkin' a Sigh. Let's see. Aaron says she has to leave for a sec. Okay, hopefully you can come back. Hopefully everything's all good.
We'll eat some hummus for you. This is very good.
So, yeah, this is really good. Of course, we haven't eaten dinner yet, so that could be something to do with it too. But it does have a little kick. On third or fourth bite, definitely has a kick. But it's good though. So let's see. I think she's gone a little cuckoo. Okay, so let's see. We had Dinkin' Dinkin' a Sigh. We had Jinkum Bells. What was the other one? He had one more song he used to.
Itty bitty spider again.
Oh, the itty bitty spider again. That fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman thing, right? He would say, fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. BB knife, BB dead. Guy's bones make my bed. Oh, Aaron's back. Hi, Aaron. Thank you for coming back.
I just picked out a carrot and it was slimy.
Yeah.
Why?
They're all pretty wet.
Now, will you
Yeah.
please get your feet
Yeah.
off of my chair?
No.
Sit up, please. Okay.
Just see you, Dad.
Anyways, welcome
see,
back,
Dad.
Aaron. We are happy to have you back.
So what? All they're going to
Who's
be
your
doing is-
grandma?
We are still enjoying the black bean
I
hummus.
am
And
totally
before we
crazy.
move on to what I'm really frightened of, and so I'm just like stalling.
I am.
So, Aria, why don't you tell a funny story? Daddy doesn't know how. I've already done a couple. So it's up to you, my kid. Time to save the family.
Yeah.
Done. That was my story. So I'm like maybe 5, 6 years old, and we're trick or treating. And I'm dressed up as a nurse. And everyone out there that Halloween, like everyone had blood in their costume. Mom's all, they really need you.
Yep, you gotta fix that person. You gotta help that person. You gotta fix that person. You had a busy night of bandaging people up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I wrapped people
Yes,
up
please
like
do
a
tell a joke, Aaron. We would love to hear it.
That's a joke.
Okay. Time to bite the bullet. Try the chocolate nastiness.
No, wait.
Wait. Let her tell
We
the
got
joke
6 in the
first.
chat. Hello.
You let her tell the
Well,
joke
she's
first.
gonna tell a joke
Well,
first.
the
but I'm
point is
just
because,
dishing.
yeah, if you dish it out and we eat it while she's telling the joke and we make a face, she's going to think that we're making a face at the joke.
Hi, John. It's Osegueda Vlogs, right? Did I say it right? I hope I said it right. Hi. We are doing great. We're about to hear a joke. Aaron's going to tell one. 8 in the chat. If you guys want to smash that like button, we would love it. Thank you.
You said yes, and did you hear about the hair?
Did you hear about the kidnapping in the park? No, I didn't.
No.
Oh, I think I know the end of this joke. See, are you guys excited for Christmas? What do you think, Aria?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just like, whatever.
I want to hear the end of the joke.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
excited
hold on.
for Christmas.
They woke him up.
I'm excited for Christmas.
See, that was a good joke. See, now that is what a good joke is. See?
Well, okay. On the other side, a little bit of trivia. You know I have a relative in Alaska?
Oh, no. Okay, sure you do. What
Of
about
course I do. No?
Nome, Alaska?
No, Nome Lawn. Nome on the lawn.
Okay. Sarah says, did you hear about the Peanuts party?
Nope.
Let me see. No, I don't. I didn't. Yeah, it was nuts. Sounds like a Peanuts like what is it?
Charlie
Snoopy and Charlie Brown. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, did you hear about that restaurant on the moon?
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, the food's pretty good, but there's no atmosphere.
That hummus was like brownie batter.
I told you to take a chance with it.
How come
Oh my
no one
goodness.
else?
You were,
No one tried
I
to
wouldn't eat it with a
do
carrot if I were you, though. Carrots and chocolate don't seem to be a good combination.
John says he's going to live stream on his YouTube channel on Christmas, December 24th or 25th. That's pretty cool.
Ah,
Yeah,
Well
we
done.
probably will be live streaming that week. I don't know what we're going to do on Christmas Day, but we're trying to do like Vlogmas. So we'll see what happens.
we wouldn't dare.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy's Creative Life is here. Nice to
wouldn't-
see you.
We wouldn't dare vlog on Christmas Eve because you pretty much get nothing but the kids jumping around like a couple of loonies.
We have to go to bed. We have to go to bed. We have to go to bed. Let's see. She says, hello, everyone. It's her first time catching us live. We are so happy to have you here. Erin says her puppy is attacking her sister.
That's what puppies
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time
We love puppies.
I went to my friend's house, and I was holding a wrapper, and both dogs, they came up, jumped on me, and I was being attacked just because I had a wrapper.
Let's
So that was
see.
fun.
Hello, Nerdleneck. Let's see. Blessings to
Hey,
you
Radham.
and your family. May the Lord smile
Hey,
down
Aria.
upon you in this holiday season. You too. Thank you.
I want more
Radham.
friends.
Hi, Zachary.
Oh. How did the dog describe his life?
How?
Oh, that joke was rough. 11 in the chat. Hi, nice to see you guys. Thank you for coming. So let's see. John said that his Instagram is John Osagunda Osagueda photos. I'm gonna say that right each time. I'm going to try really hard. Okay.
You got too much hummus in your mouth.
I wish I could blame it on that.
People can't pronounce properly when they got a mouthful of chocolate hummus.
Yes, Zachary, we got our Christmas tree up. We put a little video up of us decorating it and making it all pretty.
Don't believe it. It's just standy. It's one. It's like all cardboard. If I went like that, the whole thing would just tip right over. Just like Aria.
Like this.
Dana says, "Love your tree. Looks great. Thank you. That's very sweet."
Good.
And Zachary says they still need to do theirs.
Pretend I'm the tree. Touch me, Dad.
You know, I think we still have the cat in there.
What cat?
The one that was running around. I think there was like a squirrel or something. There was a cat and a squirrel, and they ran up the tree.
He's taken a page
the
from
cat
what is
always
that?
comes in our yard.
Christmas Vacation. Yes, Christmas Vacation where
There's
the
a
cat
cat
ends up in the tree.
that always comes in our yard.
Did you try the chocolate one?
Yeah, no, it's not. Not on
You don't like
carrot.
Well, definitely not on a carrot.
It's good. It tastes like. I'm actually really surprised. Okay, let's see. Erin says she did her turkey week on Sunday. Tree turkey.
Mm-hmm.
You do a tree turkey? Or am I reading that wrong?
Turkey tree.
Well, yeah, we did our tree. We have a little video on it, but yeah, we did our tree because I was having him look for some stuff out in the garage, and he found some stuff, and I was like, oh, let me put this up, let me put that up, let's check on the tree and see if we have the stand, and the next thing you know, we were fully decorating. So it was like a week before Thanksgiving even happened. Let's see.
And I was saying, oh, like
John says he has to go. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. I sent you the time for my live stream on Instagram private message. Okay, thanks. We'll see you later. Have a good one.
Thanks for dropping by.
Yes, we appreciate you guys. So, let's
Oh,
see.
boy.
I think it's about time for another funny story.
Okay.
I've told a bunch. Can you think of one?
You mean one of the ones you told? That's the funny thing about it. They might be funny at the time, but you don't remember them.
Are you kidding me? We have such funny ones.
I can't remember. Oh, no, I remember. Okay, no, here's a good one. So, okay, there's one upon a time when Aria was like about 2 or 3 years old. She was in the house and she was drawn on the wall. And you came over.
It was,
and
she was
you took it to
4
the
and
side.
stop. You tell them the same joke. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Let's see.
No, I'm not, because in your story she's 4, and in my story she's 2 or 3. So why don't you stop butting in and being judgmental about my narrative?
Aaron's asking if we're going to live stream tomorrow. And we usually do our weekly live stream on Thursdays. So we probably won't be live streaming tomorrow.
We're
We will
live
have
at 5. Remember that.
Yeah.
5 on Thursday.
We've got a parade to go to tomorrow.
Yes. We will be walking in our local parade. And so, yeah, we won't be streaming tomorrow. We'll be walking in our parade.
Reading our backsides off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
With a live polar bear.
Get the comment. Get the comment.
Oh, you're going in the parade too?
Comment.
That's very cool. Let's see, a parade. Wow, Zachary says. Yes, it should be a lot of fun. So.
Who's going in the parade too? Me.
Yep, you're going in the parade too. And so will Chris. So let's see.
Word to the people.
So.
No kisses.
Whoa!
So let me think of another funny story.
So the string walks into a bar, see?
He was trying to tell this afraid not joke. Okay. We have 8 in the chat. If you'd love to hit the like button, we would be happy with you to do that. So feel free. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Christmas parade. Yes, a Christmas parade. We are going to be in a Christmas parade. So let's see. Okay. Let me see.
There's going to be a Christmas in the Christmas parade. There's going to be a live high desert polar bear, the only one in captivity. There's also going to be this seriously creepy looking eagle. I think it's an eagle, right?
We don't even know what they'll be.
And there's this gecko.
He plans on going as a gecko with an eagle face.
I plan on.
And a polar bear feet.
Aaron hit the like button. Thank you, Aaron, for hitting the like button.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I plan on going to do my best to get out of it because it's going to be cold.
Yeah, it keeps saying it's going to snow. No, it's not going to snow. Yes, it is going to snow. No, it's not going to snow. So who knows if it's going to snow? I don't know.
It's gonna snow.
Yep.
You're so
Okay. So, geez, why can't I think of another funny story?
You got tapped out. I got a funny story.
No, we've got plenty of them. I just have to think about it. Oh, I'll tell you. Aria also used to have funny ways of saying things. So she would say instead of like chicken nuggets, it would be guggets.
love it.
And instead of
Blanket, ginket.
yeah, instead of blanket, it would be ginket. And then she would say owo instead of water. These were all when she was a little baby, of course.
Ow!
But-
What's an ow? Oh, an ow.
Zachary says, where are you guys from? We are Southwesterners. So we are in the United States in the Southwest. So let's see. You said you had a story to tell. So why don't you tell us a funny story?
Oh, that'd be funny. I didn't say I had a story to tell.
But you said you had a story before I started telling
I
you.
got a story about the double bed.
Double bed.
I just made it. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so let's see. I'm determined to come up with another good story because I know I have a million of them. It's just that you have to think of them on the spot and you have to still be talking while you're doing it so nobody gets bored and like decides they're going to take off. Although it looks like we had a few who got bored waiting for you to come up with a story and have taken off.
What do you mean? It was like about 5 seconds.
All
And every
your
time
fault.
I tried to tell the story about the string walking into a bar, you interrupted me. So you can't blame me for dragging it out.
Okay, so Zachary says here, maybe this will will spark some thought for a funny story. Food. Let's see. Funny story about food.
My brother and I used to.
Chris has to have something. Oh, I do know one. Okay. So Chris has always been kind of a picky eater, right? So there was one time when he was like, this was when he was a little baby, right? And he was first starting to use a spoon. So he would try to pick up the spoon with the milk and the cereal in it, and he did not want any to spill. So he'd try really hard to get it to his mouth and get it to his mouth. But if any spilled, he would just bawl the cereal out in baby talk. He'd be like, bah, 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 bah.
Do you really do that?
Mhm.
I don't remember him doing that.
You were usually at work by that time.
Oh.
Yeah, by the time I was feeding him his breakfast and everything.
Yeah,
you
he's
were
heard my
already-
issues with inanimate objects. I used to do that with like stereotape decks, automobiles. He'd be like standing there yelling at it.
He does that with Google. He's like, oh, Google! He still does that today.
Who, me or Christopher?
Chris.
Oh, heck yeah.
And you.
No, I don't.
I'm
He's
just
like,
kidding.
yeah, he'll be talking to an animate. Who do you think you are? Why you do that?
Okay, Aaron
Put it
wants
on
a
there.
funny Christmas story. So let's think about one of the Christmas
Oh,
stories.
I got a funny Christmas story.
I do too when you're done.
So, we had just
do
gotten
when you're done.
a black lab, and it was Christmas time, and you know he was still a little bit skittish. We got him from the pound. He was a great dog, but a little bit on the nervous side.
This is before we married.
So,
we
yes.
didn't have great love. We didn't have.
So on Christmas morning, we had all opened up our presents, and they were just laying around the tree. And Pop had some really nice stuff. He had a nice silk tie, and we went off to eat a little bit of breakfast, and we left them all around there. And so Boris, which was the name of the dog, went over to the tree, and he lifted his leg, and he relieved himself on the tree. And in doing so, he also kind of messed up Pop's tie. And so Pop comes into the living room, right, looks at the Christmas tree, and he looks what he did to his dog, and he yells at the dog. He just bawled him out good, and the dog got so scared that he peed on the tree again. All over.
So I got a good one. So a couple years ago, when Chris was still little, we went over and we were having Christmas at my brother's house. Okay, so he didn't see my brother very often when the kids were young. They didn't see him very often because we lived in Northern California at that time, and they lived in Southern California at that time. So it was a bit of a distance. So you know, my brother, he didn't really know him very well. That was a whole stranger thing. Like, it wasn't really, my brother didn't think he would actually interact with him that much. And so, you know, my son's standing in the middle of the living room, and my brother's like, "Hey, Christopher, want to wrestle?" And he's figuring that Chris isn't going to come anywhere near him, right? And then Chris just ran over and like jumped him and bowled him over. And then all the kids were just like piling on top of him. It was so funny. Yeah, that was.
How about the
I took a
time?
little video of it.
How about the time we went to the store and Santa Claus was there, and Christopher was wanting this. He was wanting that electronic Buzz Lightyear, and so he's telling Santa Claus, "Hey, about the Buzz Lightyear. You can go right over into this toy aisle and just right down there."
Yeah, he wanted it so bad. He told Santa, who was sitting there, like where to find it in the store, and then he wanted me to get it and bring it to Santa and show it to him. And then he wanted us to buy it and give it to Santa so Santa could get it. And then at the parade that year, at both parades that we went and watched that year,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he like yelled to the Santa.
Mm-hmm.
To buy his Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, Santa's coming by on the
I want a Buzz Lightyear!
Yeah, he's like, "Santa, I want the Buzz Lightyear."
And then when we got it, he wasn't excited.
No, he was.
Yeah,
For a while.
For a while.
Yeah, for a while.
He just lost his interest in it, you know.
That all happened.
No, it's fun.
Okay,
Hey, Christopher,
this little puppy.
you got a Christmas
So
story to
Christmas
tell?
story or a little gold mine. Aria says she has one too.
Do you?
So, it's a Christmas story.
Mm-hmm. More Christmas stories. Thought you said you had one, or did we talk until you forgot yours?
Yeah.
No, this is a silent night.
Yeah, I remembered it.
Okay, go ahead.
So, my aunt comes up to me and is like, "Here's a pink bunny suit." No, I'm just kidding. That's from the actual Christmas story.
Yeah, her aunt made her this bunny suit, and I made her wear it, and her dad let her take it off.
That's from
Now we have to tell stories from our actual life, not stories from the movie.
No, here's a good one. I remember when I was a kid, at one time, we had really been misbehaving. Until Krampus showed up and took both my brother.
Yeah, that's enough of that joke.
Oh, it's not a joke. Until anyway, he flew us off to that like mountain cave that he had of his. And 2 days later, he brought us back.
All right. Okay.
I think we must have been getting on his nerves.
And Gaga flies in to say hello
What is she doing?
on her.
She's sicking your laptop.
Oh, yeah, I got another good one. So stop, Aria. Stop. Can't, like, keep whacking me in the face with the dog's eyes and the dog's hands. And
Muzzle that thing.
okay. So, yeah, she's going a little wild. Anyways, so I got another good funny story. So I remember there was a year that they had like Santa on Enron where you could like see him flying, right? And I think we were home that year because Chris was in his own bed. So anyways, so I remember I was telling the kids, you know, you got to go to sleep. I said, if you don't go to sleep, Santa's going to get here and he's going to fly right past you. He's not going to stop, right? And so Chris was like, okay. And I'm like, Chris, you got to go to sleep. He's like, I'm sleeping. I'm like, yes, you are sleeping. Exactly.
Hey, do you remember that year where there wasn't a Santa Claus and they had a Mrs. Claus and I think, what was it, some of the reindeer had to
Yeah,
take
do you remember
off?
when Frosty came and started singing with the kids? He had this hat he'd found. And
I don't remember that, but I do remember that there was this guy with like flames on his head And he started singing about how he was mean Christmas. He was Mr. 100.
Hey, Christopher, do you got a funny Christmas story you want to tell? Or any other kind of story you want to tell? No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm perfectly all right with that.
Well, I think we pretty much stole his thunder because I think most of the Christmas stories we've been telling are about him.
I think so, yeah.
Mom, got a blue hair.
All right. So, let's see. There's got to be more about Aria. I know there's got to be. So, I just have to think of.
Well, how about on that parade on Saturday? Oh, go ahead.
Anyways, I was just thinking. It was funny. And this one we actually have a video of, so I'll probably put that up some Throwback Thursday when I want to toss up a video and instead of having us go live. Maybe I'll do a Throwback Thursday and a live. I don't know that day. Anyways, so there was this one time when we were visiting with Grammy, and Aria was kind of dancing around and like putting on a show. She had this princess costume that did not fit her well. It was way too small. But she was still having fun. She was dancing around. She had the little gloves on, and she was having a lot of fun. And Christopher came in, and he was trying to like be a part of the fun too. And hello, hi ATJ, how you guys doing? So anyway, so Aria's dancing around and having a lot of fun, and doing little twirls and all the little girly dance moves. And then Chris came in and was trying to join in the dance, and Aria just was not having it. She was like, I am done. She's like, why is Christopher over here? It's my show. And she was just like, ain't happening.
Was that when she dressed up like Cinderella?
No, I feel bad for Chris.
That was when she dressed up
say
as
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say
She
that.
was
I
not
feel
going to be
bad.
sharing the stage with anybody.
Yeah, she was a little diva that day.
You remember when she bulldogging that one time? She must have been a toddler. She could have been more than like 1 or 2. He got a hold of one of her toys, and she just, I'm telling you, she flew through the air.
Although I'd say the funny story to tell with him is he used to like lay down on the floor or get down, and she would like crawl up and like smother his face, and she would roll over so her back was just like on his face, and her head was here and her legs were here, and she just lay backwards. Just kind of like relax into the stretch.
You laugh, but I think it did permanent brain damage.
Probably did.
You can only go so long without getting oxygen to your head before it starts having adverse effects.
Yeah, that was like her favorite thing. Oh, I got another funny story. Okay, now they're coming. Okay. So when the kids were very, very little, they had one of those little, they still sell them in the stores. They're like the little ottoman that have the cover on the top. And it's basically like this big, it's not super huge. And the kids were toddlers. Chris was maybe 2, and she was probably like 1.5. Well, he was like 2.5. She was like 1.5, something like that, right? So I come out, and I had all their toys in this. That's how I kept all their toys, was in this little ottoman. And I come out, and there's toys everywhere. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I look over toward the toy box, and the 2 of them are sitting in the toy box, like hugging each other, just completely like in the toy box. Crisscross applesauce, both of them somehow managing to fit their little bodies into that tiny little ottoman.
They're small.
That was the funniest ever.
That was a good one.
We were teeny tiny.
Thank you for serenading us.
Yeah, your voice is more than compensated.
That is the teeny tiny song.
Be little, but carry a big mouth. Yes, I'm sure everybody is tuned in just to watch you make gargoyle faces all night. That's the noise I can listen to all night.
Let's see. Aaron says, at least they were getting along in the ottoman. That they definitely were. They were adorable together when they were kids. They when they were little, we were in the backyard, and they
were walking together.
And that's the story. They were just walking together, and that's the
You're gonna have
storyteller extraordinaire.
You gotta do something with it. And then they were walking so long they came to a forest, and then they came to a house made of gingerbread and gumdrops. And
Can I
they
please finish my story? Can I finish? Can't I finish? Can't I finish?
No,
I didn't
I'm
realize you were in the
gonna
middle of a
So
story.
we were walking.
I did, and she started the
along,
we were walking thing. And I got comments to
And
read
we
in
were
the.
holding hands.
Anyways, no,
And
so
we
she's.
were kissing.
Ew. That'd be gross. Anyways, so yeah, he goes over there and he just took her hand and they were like walking around the backyard holding hands, like taking care of each other. It was
Told
so
you
cute.
we were walking.
Okay, so let's see.
Here's another one.
With your short legs. With your short legs.
ATH says we hid all the presents one year that went bad fast. Your presents went bad? Did you get presents that ended up going
My
wrong?
mom used to do that.
That would be bad.
My mom always used to pick up presents and she'd forget where she hid them. And a lot of that stuff would be like food items. And so you found out where they ended up after about 3 months.
By the smell.
Yep.
It's like when you hide Easter eggs outside and then you forget where one is. You find it later.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's a winner if they wait long enough. Anyway.
Aaron said that's really cute. And it was cute up until Aria made it yucky.
Yeah, it was. I guess you kind of had to be there. Anyway, how about the time when Christopher? They had now. As soon as it starts snowing outside, no matter how little.
Hey, stop! I got the kids a kitten about 10 years. About 10 years.
You didn't have to scream that. You can say, "Wait until Daddy finishes and then read it." That's why I
So
was
she
looking
shouts in
here.
my ear. That's why I have 2.
No, we got the kids a kitten about 10 years. Got stuck in.
We got the kids a kitten about 10 years ago. It got stuck in the tree, tangled in the lights, and knocked over the tree. Oh no!
That's what they do.
Yes, we had a kitten named Kiki when I was a girl, and she loved whenever there was like the what was that stuff they used to have for the trees when I was a little kid? Tinsel. Yes, they had like all these little strings of sparkly light, and she would always want to pull them, and we were always trying to keep that tree from getting knocked over.
We had a cat named Festus who used to he used to knock the ornaments off the tree. You just like bat them, and then they come down and they smash, and you just kind of like stare at it. Like, that was interesting.
That was an interesting.
I wonder if the same thing will happen if we do it again. And then he knocks another one off, and he's looking.
He was a reincarnated scientist. Okay, you just have to like.
You try to explain that to Pop because he flipped out. Anyway, you remember that time when it's like no matter how little snow you get a little bit of dusting. Why don't you just put it on roller skates?
Well, she's pushing it around because she's getting all excited.
So anyway,
too much hummus.
So even with Christopher, even when you just get a little bit of powdering,
stop that.
You have to, he's got to go out. He puts on his jacket and he goes outside and he's got to make snow angels. And so just a little bit of snow. And you remember, by the time we got his jacket on and his boots on and his gloves on and his hat on, he was outside and all he could do was fall to the ground and make gravel angels. Remember that?
Christopher?
He's just like moving it up and down and he's just making.
He wanted to make angels so bad, but there wasn't really a whole lot left.
He's making wings.
He found his little spot, and yeah, it was pretty much just gravel instead of like snow behind him. It was just mostly gravel. Okay, Jonique is here. Hello. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And then HGH said they were so scared. It was funny though. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, you're gonna be right back. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.
It's one of those such things where it's funny and scary at the same time.
7 in the chat. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. We really would love to see this video get to 10 likes. That would be awesome.
10,000.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. But anyways, okay.
Aim high, lady.
Yes. So yeah, I remember the first time that we were here, the kids, it snowed and we went up to this little park up by our church, and actually it was a school, wasn't it? And then the kids made a little snowman and we left him there on the side of the thing.
Oh,
and then, we tried to drive by the next week to see if it was still there. Sadly, he had melted, but.
Either that a truck came by and clocked it.
Like this.
No, that was.
When we found him, he was like this.
That's disturbing.
No, that was you. The time that you talked so much, you finally fell back and collapsed.
No, that was you when you did.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Who the heck is using the hammer? It's not
It's Christopher knocking on the wall for something.
No, I think it's Marley's ghost. Ebenezer
We do have a
Scrooge
ghost.
is going to be coming in clanking chains. We don't have a ghost. It's simply because we don't turn the heat up at night when it gets cold.
No, we do have a ghost.
Oh, yes, we have a ghost.
Our door creaks
Mm-hmm.
when no one's there.
And the ghost comes in and he steals your homework so that you can't turn it in the next.
Yeah!
That would be nice.
Every kid has a sad story to tell, particularly when it's about homework.
Chris has a sad story to tell.
Oh, I don't want to hear it. It's bad enough when he tells me.
No, it was this one time.
She tells me anyway.
I was playing around with my shoes, laying on the window. Then Chris forgot his window was down. He did it with his homework, and his homework like flew out the window.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were driving in the car. She's not setting it up right. So we're driving in the car, yeah, and he had his homework out. Yeah, he remembers it.
Oh, yeah!
So yeah, he's the Kool-Aid man, remembers it. But so yeah, and he was holding it out, and the window was down, and it just flew right out the window. And then Anthony and I just looked at each other. We were just like, "Oh no, can we really do the?" It's not that my dog ate my homework. It's my homework flew out the window. Is any teacher going to buy that ever?
Yeah, now you're not setting up correctly because not 2 days earlier, a kid had come up to me and said that his homework had blown out the window. And I said, how can you expect a person to believe a thing like that? That is the most ridiculous. You would do better just tell me that the dog ate it or that you wrote it in invisible ink. And so I was just absolutely insulted by his feeble effort to try to put one over on me. And then 2 days later, here we are. We're driving, and it's around wintertime, and it starts to snow a little bit. So I put his homework up on the dashboard, and I roll down the window so I can look out to make sure I'm
No, it was
holding
Chris.
straight.
He was holding it.
And the wind comes up, and the wind goes into the window, and it takes the homework home. Woo!
No, and there was this one time where Chris was like playing the drums, and I was going to do it with my shoe. So I took my shoe off, and I went, and I forgot I had my window rolled out.
Your window flew out your shoe? Her window flew out of her shoe.
I don't think I'll be able to top that story. And the window flew out of the shoe. And they both went about 20 feet. And they hit a hobo.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
No, my shoe flew out the window. Oh.
I am certainly glad you don't try to make things up.
Yeah. I was so happy. My shoe had fallen out the window. I'm like, my shoe fell
And you had to
out
spend the rest of the winter hopping around on one foot.
Yeah. But
so,
So weird.
all right. So, let's
too much
see.
hummus.
Too much hummus? Then don't have any more hummus. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to tell another story. Maybe one or two more stories, and then probably time to go because it's getting late. Thank you for kisses. That's very sweet.
No.
Okay. So let's see about one more story. Do you think of another story? One more story before we head out. What was that?
I don't know.
She's coughing up a hairball.
Oh, okay. ATGH says, have we ever tried figgy pudding? It's gross. No, I've never tried figgy pudding. And honestly, like a lot of times I'll research that kind of stuff. Like, what is that? Figgy pudding is one thing I have never actually gotten a chance to research. So I don't know if it's like a bread pudding, like a British kind of thing where it's like bread, like fruit pudding or fruit bread.
It's like, yeah.
It is. Have you ever had it?
No, Mr. Johnson showed a video to us.
Okay, that's what you're doing in music class. You're showing figgy pudding videos.
They were probably singing.
Oh, I gotta
singing
do
us
that.
some figgy pudding.
Yeah, he's probably using that as a tax write-off. Bought all this figgy pudding, and he takes videos of it, and he shows it in his music class, and then he
Because
gets to
everybody
write
loves
it off.
figgy pudding that much.
That's an inspiration. I'll tell you what I don't like is a chestnut. Tastes like a boiled rock. Oh, you're nasty.
I know pudding is wet bread in England.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah,
I
pudding's
figured
different.
figgy
You know, you
pudding
can
was
do like
probably
little sausages. Yeah, in Ireland as well. Yeah.
So I figured figgy pudding was like a, what do they call that Christmas bread that's really gross? The
Fruitcake.
fruitcake. Yes, I figured it was kind of like fruitcake.
Heaven no.
So, maybe we'll try to get some of those things I've never tried chestnuts, not roasted over an open fire or otherwise. I've tried the water chestnuts.
You realize that fruitcake was originally...
Is that your brain?
Yeah.
Fruitcake, was originally used as a military strategy.
I know.
They, one of the ideas that they came up with to bring the war to a swift termination was to drop fruitcakes up from airplanes. And they just thought it was too cruel. And the problem is that those things, they hit the ground and they just bounce.
And if your sim eats them, they get sick for like 3 days.
I don't doubt it. Well, if you eat one of those things, I think you're pretty much getting what you asked for.
ATJ says weird food, yum. Yeah, we like to try like.
Hey, so what is that gray stuff that they put in fruitcake anyway?
Disgusting.
Gray stuff.
Yeah. It's got like green stuff, but it's not like fruit green. It's got like this emerald green.
Well, I know they put like little jellies. They're not actually fruit. It's like little jelly fruit things in there, I think. I don't know a whole lot about fruitcake. All I know is when I tasted it was gross.
Yeah, but what jellied fruit is gray? I can't think of any gray fruit.
I haven't had. Maybe it was moldy.
I was gonna say you let it sit there as part of the recipe.
Let it sit long enough, and it will have lots of gray stuff.
That's what it is. You keep
gray and green.
Yeah, I was gonna.
That's emerald green.
Yep. You keep gifting it. You re-gift it, and eventually it turns from green to gray. It mellows with time.
Is that what happens with the subscribe button? It goes moldy. It turns from red to gray.
It goes moldy.
It must be.
It's how long it
It's
lasts.
kind of a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
I always thought like it should be gray when you're not subscribed and then red when you are subscribed because then it's all exciting. Like, look, I'm subscribed. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah,
said lol.
Yeah, I need to
They
tell
said
you
lol.
I know what law means.
Here's how you make
It's like laugh, oh
cake.
lordy.
Take a cake, take fruit, shove it in, and then you take little green jelly pudding things. Then you let it sit out for like a couple of weeks, and then the green stuff turns to gray. I don't know how it happens. It's magic.
Well, you nailed that one, Julia
And
Child.
it's all fluffy, the gray stuff.
Okay, ATJ says it's cold there now. It's 31 degrees and it's going to be 61 on Sunday.
31 to 61.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting colder and colder. It's supposed to maybe snow tomorrow, so we're not sure because we'll be walking in a parade, and so we're not 100% happy that it might snow.
Oh yeah, and the flying dog.
Happy.
I'm happy. Yeah.
What's wrong with who?
Oh, we have a guest star.
Me? What's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me. What? We're happy. We're over here making a video. You want to come with us?
I'm so happy. I'm happy.
We think you guys are awesome too.
Be on camera.
People want close-ups of me chewing on carrots. And besides, I'm like Mel Blanc. Every time I move over here, I spit them out. Because I like chewing them, I just hate the taste.
That's weird.
No, it's a true story. You know, Mel Blanc did the voice of Bugs Bunny. He couldn't stand carrots. And so, they'd have his voice where he's munching on, like, oh, what's up, Doc, and stuff. As soon as he finished the lines, he'd spit it out.
Ew, that's so gross. But I guess when you're an actor, you must do what you must for your craft.
And such is history.
Okay, so let's think of another funny story to tell.
How about how Aria was so obnoxious that Santa gave her nothing but coal in her
She got
stocking?
nothing for Christmas.
That's copyrighted. Now you're getting nothing for Christmas.
No, she's getting a lawsuit for Christmas. Mom's getting a lawsuit for Christmas.
Stop it.
She ripped our song and the lyrics.
Stop it. You're doing it. You know.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So
I sang it off key. I don't think it's a copyright infringement if you sing it incorrectly. If you get the melody wrong and mess up the lyrics, they can't take you to court for a thing like that outside of defamation of character.
Okay. Let's see. So ATJ says, much love. Awesome. Got to get the kids ready for bed and school and work tomorrow. Sledgehammer the like button. Thank you much for sledgehammering the like button. Let's see. Erin says she already has presents under her tree. Wow. Yeah, we don't have anything under the tree yet. Nothing has been wrapped. Nothing has really been purchased. I got a little something, but that's about it.
You know what you're getting for Christmas? You have any idea what I'm going to give you for Christmas?
Yes.
It's
No,
really
you don't.
cute.
No. Plug your ears. Boo. A Fabergé. Okay, you can take your fingers out of your ears now. She won't. Yeah, it'll completely take her by surprise.
Anyways, so did you finish your Wendigo drawing there? Just curious. So, let's see. We've got a couple of minutes left. I bet it turned out cute. Well, cute and scary. But anyways, so let's see. One last story to tell because it's almost time for us to go. What are you doing? I'm telling you, every day is a new funny story because this is what I live with. This right here.
She's so accident prone, but the accident. Oh, I got my head stuck under the table again with my feet in the air. Happens to you two all the time, huh?
All the time. All the time.
One time I got my booty stuck in a chair.
Well, I can hardly wait for the movie to come out for that, Aria. The novelization and the entire series.
And then my hand was floppy. Because my hand also was
floppy?
stuck.
So, okay, I got a good story.
It turned her into a noob.
Okay, I got a good story. So, when Aria was a little girl, she used to love hats. Like her dad started it because he used to put hats on the kids all the time. Like if there was a hat, it was always on the kid's head.
Better he'd get like this itty bitty little fedora. He was great for wearing little hats. And then one time we had like this little green cap. I don't know what it was to. It's like to a bottle or one of his baby things. And you put it right on top of his head, and it looked like it was this itty bitty little top hat.
And he had
green.
like his hair was kind of reddish at the time, and so he looked like this little Irishman with his little green hat, his little green shirt, and his red hair. Top of the morning to you. And his hands were kind of up like this too in the picture that I have.
Yeah.
It was like top of the morning to you.
I knew what I was doing.
And so yeah, that was very, very cute. But anyways, so yeah, he used to put hats on him all the time. So we had all these like, you know, Aria always wearing hats. Like she had a little fedora and she looked like she was about to be some old-fashioned sleuth going out to find discover the mystery, you know, and all that. But her favorite thing to put on her head was she had this little blue bucket and a little strap, like she could carry it, right? And she would put it on her head, and then the strap would come under her chin.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just cutting through the story and ruining the funny parts. You got to tell all the parts if you're going to tell the story, okay?
Yeah, look, got into a big fight and he died at the end.
So anyway, so she had this really kicky walk that she would do when she was little. Like she'd kick her feet out like a soldier. And so she'd wear the bucket on her head and then she'd kick her feet as she walked around just because that's kind of like, you know, how she was. And so we used to call her General Buckethead.
Yep. And I would have a party, have a party,
Well, thank you very much.
No, she didn't really have a party.
Thank you very much for shaking
Have
another.
a party,
Thank you very much for shaking.
And this is where she loses her mind.
We may never know.
All right. Well, we better head off because it is. What happened? Are you serious? What do you think? What happened?
No, she bumped her personality.
Yeah, I think I
No, you're fine.
Yeah!
Guess not worried about her. Anyways, so we got to take off because it is just about bedtime. But you enjoy your parade tomorrow, and we will enjoy
Who
ours
is that
as
strange
well.
man walking around?
My parade is superhero themed. So is ours.
All right.
What?
We will see you later.
You know,
You have a great night. And don't forget,
Make family fun!
you know, I made you what you are, only better.
No!